Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Lily Bootyman podcast. We're Robin and Rossi, here to share insights straight from Lily, or Booty Lee, as many of you know him. Today, we're going to talk about how to create compelling content for prospects. Welcome to the deep dive where we sift through insights and strategies, trying to give you the most impactful nuggets. Our mission today is really to unpack how to create and, well, distribute valuable, relevant content that naturally attracts and keeps an audience, ultimately turning those followers into loyal buyers.
Exactly, and we've tailored this deep dive specifically for you. Maybe you're a beginner or intermediate marketer, could be an entrepreneur, small business owner, or maybe a network marketer looking to really level up your content game. We're aiming to get quite practical here.
Okay, let's unpack this then.
Yeah.
Because, so many creators struggle just to be heard. It's such a noisy world out there. Our sources really highlight a critical shift. Compelling content isn't just about selling stuff. It's about providing value first. That's a core principle that seems to consistently win. And here's what I find really interesting. Content marketing is fundamentally different from old school ads. It works because it builds genuine trust, by giving value up front. It's almost like building credit with your audience.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And to build that genuine trust, the foundational step, and it's one people sometimes skim over, is to truly know your audience. This means going way beyond simple demographics. Our sources really emphasize building detailed customer avatars, those fictional but really detailed profiles, covering their demographics, sure, but also motivations and, crucially, their biggest pain points. What keeps them up at night? The trick isn't just imagining them, it's actively finding their specific questions, like listening in online forums, checking competitor comments, maybe even running quick surveys. This deep insight then fuels your whole content plan. It helps you define your core content pillars, those key topics you'll hit again and again, your themes, and even figure out how to effectively reuse and repurpose your material later on.
That's such a critical point about identifying pain points. It's about listening, right? Not just guessing what people want. So, okay, what does this actually mean for the types of content you should be creating? Our sources give some fantastic practical examples here. For engaging posts, some quick tips. Things like 3 ways to write headlines people can't resist. Short, punchy, useful. Or maybe, did you know? Facts. That stat about 70% of buyers trusting blogs more than ads. That's pretty revealing. And for more hands-on learning, mini tutorials like how to batch create a month of content in one day, those are incredibly valuable. They give immediate, actionable solutions.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is how these principles work across different formats, isn't it? Take short videos, for example, those vertical reels you see everywhere, or even longer videos. So you can do step-by-step tutorials, or maybe tackle common mistakes, like 5 content marketing myths busted, something like that. There are also really powerful interactive formats, things like idea generation live sessions or Q&A sessions, where you're directly answering audience questions about, say, getting traffic or boosting engagement. It's all about connecting directly with your prospects' needs, those things they're actually struggling with, and turning those insights into practical help. For a step-by-step guide on creating these different content types, and maybe even a template for your own content pillars, you should check out your networkmarketinghome.com.
Right, that connection to needs. It ties directly into making your content genuinely attractive, doesn't it? Our sources really emphasize using strong hooks in your titles. Those irresistible phrases like how to, why, or top 5 lists, they just grab attention. Visuals are also crucial. We're talking impactful thumbnails that make people actually click. Short reels that convey a message almost instantly. And carousels, those multi-image posts, they let you tell a little story or share multiple tips in one go. And importantly, don't forget the call to action. Whether it's simple like comment your question or share this tip or maybe download my checklist. You're not just broadcasting information, you're kind of subtly training your audience to expect consistent value and interaction from you.
Mhm. And if we zoom out a bit, connect this to the bigger picture. All these elements, really understanding your audience, their pain points, crafting those engaging formats, using strong CTAs, it's all about building authority, becoming that trusted resource people turn to. It's less about one viral hit and more about showing up consistently with valuable stuff, which raises an important question, really. Given the evidence that people trust content way more than ads, how can you use these ideas? How can you become the go-to source in your niche, turning those curious prospects into genuinely loyal customers? You might find some excellent resources and maybe some further reading on this very topic over at yournetworkmarketinghome.com.
That's a great point. Though, considering that stat again, 70% of buyers trust blogs more than ads. What small, consistent content step can you take this week? Just one small thing to start building that essential long term trust with your prospects. You can definitely dive deeper into these strategies and a whole lot more at yournetworkmarketinghome.com. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive.